Disclaimer, this video does not give medical information. Never take medical advice from me or any other YouTuber. This video is about Twitter. Enjoy. A few days ago, the characters from Sesame Street appeared on CNN, and the characters talked about their experience getting the jab. Yes, they did. Now, this is nothing new to Sesame Street. Sesame Street has done this before, and it's their right. While others are calling it propaganda, others are praising the efforts of Sesame Street to give comfort to children, I guess. But then things got a little weirder than normal. Big Bird and other characters of Sesame Street began to tweet about it. Now, I don't know what child is on Twitter. I don't know what parent would let their child on this horrendous, toxic platform, but hey, that's not my decision. That's their decision, but they began to tweet about it, and then the president began to comment on the Sesame Street characters, on Big Bird's tweet about this whole thing. He's like, "Good on you, Big Bird. Getting that is the best way to keep your whole neighborhood safe." It just felt weird. Like again, while others were praising it, some people were calling it propaganda. But then Ryan shows up. Ryan, in his typical sarcastic humor, sees the tweet, thinks nothing of it, knows that Krista from Geese and Gamers follows Big Bird, and decides to tweet this. While I was on a live stream, I was checking Twitter and came across this, and I began to laugh because it just struck me so funny to see Ryan say this to Big Bird. And that's who he is. That's what he does. If you know this person, it's what he does. We didn't think anything of it. I was laughing so hard that I decided to ask him to do this. I noticed other characters such as Elmo and Grover were also tweeting about their experience. We just found it odd. And it just was funny. It just struck us funny. All right? That's just what it is. If you're mad at us because we were laughing, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it hurt your feelings. I just said, "Hey, Ryan, can you help me out with this? Ha, ha. Can you help me out with this?" I just wanted to see him tweet. It was making me laugh. And of course, he saw people in our live stream, hundreds of people in our live stream just laughing just because we're like, we can't believe this is the world we live in. So of course, he tweets this out to Elmo. I'm not going to read it because you know my channel. You can see for yourself, basically saying F you, Elmo. And, you know, that's what he said. But then Ryan decides, he's like, let's see if there's any other characters of Sesame Street tweeting about this that I could just have some fun with. Just make a freaking joke on my Twitter about this all. So yes, next one on Ryan's hit list was Grover. Had to go after Grover and call him a super spreader of propaganda. No one likes you. And so we were just like, wow, this is crazy. Ryan is yelling at fictional characters, and it didn't end there. Next on the list was Oscar the Grouch, because even Oscar the Grouch was tweeting about the jab. So he's just saying, you're literally garbage. Can you get the joke, people? Can you get the joke? And then he goes after the count, because honestly, on the Count's Twitter, all the Count does is count backwards. That's all he has on his Twitter account is numbers, and he counts backwards. So obviously, you could start to see the jokes here, people. But some people don't find it funny. Some people don't find it funny. They were angry. They were angry at Ryan. They were angry at Ryan for yelling at their favorite Sesame Street characters. They couldn't handle it. They were mad. And all of a sudden, Ryan started to trend with Elmo, of all things. And because he was trending, he had to put out this tweet. He says, "The amount of degenerates who are too low IQ to see the joke in me roasting fictional Sesame Street characters is sad. Not surprising anymore, just sad. Maybe I should just roast them instead." But people they're still angry. they're still like yelling at Ryan for tweeting F you to Big Bird. And of course their beloved Elmo. Look at this. Keep talking about a children's character and see just how far that gets you. Incompetent moron. I mean, I have hours of material on this. I'm just gonna give you a couple. I mean, the replies are filled with stuff like this. You're a loser. You're mentally ill, arguing with puppy. What even arguing? He just he just put that up there mostly because I think it was my fault. Alpha male triggered by children's puppets. He's called him a loser. Called him the B word. And I mean, we could go on and on. Did Sesame Street hurt you at a young age? Do you want to talk about it to someone? I think yelling and cursing at sewn pieces of material and fur is not emotionally healthy. Yeah, Ryan, it's not emotionally healthy. This is the president of Screen Rant saying this had me in tears. Someone calling Elmo these words and F you Big Bird is too much. He's dead laughing. And people like Vito and others just took screenshots of Ryan and yelling at the Muppets and just tweeting it out. Kind of typical. I thought jokes were funny. Are jokes not funny? You seem to have irrational anger at Sesame Street characters. You doing all right mentally? Again, there's another one who just takes screenshots of Ryan and puts it all together. And there you have it. I mean, like I said, I could go on and on and on. They're just not stopping. Even this morning. And I'm just not going to collect them all. You guys get and understand what's happening here. Anyway, that's the video. What are your thoughts? Did Ryan go too far? Did you think Ryan should never, ever should have tweeted against the Sesame Street gang? Does this stuff make you nervous that the Sesame Street gang is tweeting things like this? I'll tell you one thing. If you want your friends to go viral on Twitter, just ask them to tweet at the Sesame Street gang, especially Elmo, and watch them go viral. Just make sure they have thick skin to deal with it. Obviously, this was a joke. We were all laughing. It was during my live stream at the time, and you know, some people just they don't like it. They don't like those jokes. It's too serious of a topic to joke. Too serious. And again, what in the world are the Sesame Street characters tweeting? And who are they tweeting to? But hey, that's their right. That's their right. Just like it's our right to tweet back. This is Jay. I'll catch you next time.